Now, from abdominal cramps to diarrhea to vomiting and even nausea, the symptoms of food poisoning are or can sometimes get very drastic. You wouldn't appreciate it if you've never experienced it. Now, on Twitter, we have found that a number of individuals have accused Marwako Fast Food Limited of being responsible for their bout of food poisoning. Now, it is indeed troubling, as some people, entire families indeed, have reported that they have experienced a case of food poisoning. Now, currently, the Marwako Fast Food Limited, the branch at East Legon, has been shut down by the Food and Drugs Authority. But before it was shut down, some persons said that back, on Saturday, that is just this past week, they indeed patronized food from this particular branch and have found themselves, experiencing bouts or cases of food poisoning. So in today's edition of the Citi Newsroom, we're trying to get the various angles, speak to persons who work at Marwako, that is the PRO, possibly speak to the FDA, and also some of the victims who have experienced this unfortunate case of food poisoning. Now, before we speak to the PRO and walking there, my colleague Kweku Ansa was here earlier, and I just want to find out from him what he observed before this branch of Marwako was actually shut down. Kweku.
It all began with a post on Twitter from one Edward Elohim about a stomach complication he encountered after consuming food from Marwako Fast Food over the weekend. The post read, "Marwako at Marwako Fast Food gave me and many others in this hospital the worst food poisoning ever." Not too long, other messages poured in corroborating the concern of Mr. Elohim. The commentary essentially sought to say that there's an alleged food poisoning for customers who ate from the place on Sunday. According to the victims, they have been hospitalized for several days following the alleged incident. Many of the victims pointed to the East Legon branch of Marwako Fast Food as a causal agent. Following this, the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, proceeded to close down the East Legon branch of Marwako Fast Food. The FDA, as part of efforts to investigate the matter, took away samples on the food and drinks sold at the restaurant. The samples would be tested, and the FDA will subsequently come out with its findings on whether or not there was food poisoning as being propagated by many victims. Citi News understands the shutdown also affected 3 other branches, including the head office at Abelempe in Accra. Notices of closure were visibly posted on the entrances of the facility in accordance with the law. The notice read, "Closure order. This establishment is temporarily closed pursuant to Section 132 of the Public Health Act 2012 Act 851. Accordingly, customers who had come to get food or drinks subsequently were turned away by officials of the restaurant. At the time of filing this report, some victims had come to report the incident to the management of Marwako Fast Food. The victims who spoke to me off camera disclosed that they have been hospitalized for the past 4 days due to food they consumed from the restaurant last Sunday. They said they have spent over 1,000 Ghana cedis on medications so far.
The Food and Drugs Authority has also indicated that it will investigate the matter. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Kweku Ansa.
The events of May 12, 2022 indeed has caused a stir, not only on social media but within the fast food space, specifically relating to Marwako Fast Food. Now, this institution has been around for close to 20 years. How did this news of food poisoning, come about from your perspective?
It came to us on Monday, and it all happened on Saturday and Sunday. And it got a period of time that it triggered, because those who bought food from, let's say, from 10 a.m. to, let's say, 4 have no problem. Nobody of them, because we spoke to most of the people who were caught in this situation. Most of them, the time that they gave was just from 4:30 to 10:30 in the evening. So those who bought food from 10 a.m. to, let's say, 4 were not affected. The same happened on Sunday, the same period of time. Yes. So you see, there is a lot of things that call for investigation. So when we had the call from our victims or our customers, we followed up. Some of them, we visited them at the hospital. Some were at home, we have to go to them. Some were discharged. We have to visit them at home. Some also applied their own self-medication. They just went to the pharmacy. Some also have friend doctors who give them something to be able to resolve the problem. And the major problem is that people were running. There was a bit of stomach ache, and some were throwing out. So these are the three issues. So we believe that, yes, people are saying food poisoning. Food poisoning, I mean, dietitian would tell you that food poisoning sometimes is not a deliberate thing that somebody would get something that is poisonous to.
Yeah, usually from food that is contaminated, bacteria, virus, or toxin.
Exactly. So in our case, we are investigating because the same day we have 4 branches, and none of the branches have reported of this incident. Only one branch, that is the A and C branch at East Legon.
Did it come from a particular meal from your interaction with some of the victims?
Exactly. We are investigating. FDA has also picked some of the food staff. You know, we are investigating because we want to know whether it's coming from the fried rice, whether from the chicken, whether from the grilled chicken, whether from the potato chips, whether from the coleslaw. I mean, there are so many items that we deal with here. We visited a family yesterday, a father and almost about 5 kids. Okay, only the father was affected. And so they've indicated that the father took something that they did not take. Well, I wouldn't want to conclude here because we as a company, we're going to come out with our press release to indicate our findings. And FDA, who came to close our branches today, they may also come out with their findings. So all in all, we would also bring out our findings, and all of us will be able to appreciate the fact that, yes, indeed, Marwako has admitted that something did go wrong. It is our collective responsibility to share the views and opinion to Marwako, and Marwako can even forward some of the information to FDA to support and help us in trying to investigate what happened.
From your interaction with the victims, how many people have fallen victim to this so far?
No, so far, really, we just, officially what we have is just about 53 people. It could be more, it could be less, but you see, it depends on the people we communicated with. Some of them communicated with us and said that, look, they are okay, we don't need to come to them, they know it's human institution. Some we have to visit them. So in terms of the number, I cannot give you the right number, okay? And because, as I indicated, there are individuals who are currently going on social media trying to peddle a lot of falsehood. We are even trying to find out from them to tell us that, yes, indeed, this is where I bought the food. There was no response.
Now, is it true that you are taking care of the medical bills of some?
Absolutely. We have the evidence. We have the evidence. We've paid for some of them. Some of them we even went for personal medical drugs and medicine. We give them money. We don't even need to see their receipts. Once they have expressed their concern and let us know their problem, we give out the support to them. Some of them said no. Some of them said no, they are not going to take any money from her because they are part and parcel of the Marwako family.
Now, there are some others on social media who are saying that they are ready to take you on and take legal action against you. What do you?
No, that is their right. We live in a democratic country. It is their right. But the point is that why must you take an organization, a company that you admire, you've been buying from this restaurant for over the years, even if it is your first time, you were convinced to come and buy from them. So if there's a trying moment with the company you admire, if there is a friction, a misunderstanding between you and the company, would you take the company to court? If you look at it from the human point of view, I am pleading with them. I want to go on my knees to apologize to them sincerely. We are not contesting anything with regards to this issue. We've admitted that something did go wrong. We apologize sincerely to them. They should look at God and look at what we've been doing over the years. I mean, the main headquarters at Abelemkpe, what has gone wrong there? Nothing. That is the heartbeat of the company. The other ones are just more or less like, Exactly, they are there's more or less with us, but this is the major office, but they've closed that one and this one. So the question is, why must they close the Abelimpi branch? So once they have closed the headquarters, the main branch, then we have to close the remaining branches so that we all come back to the drawing table. Let's continue with our investigation. Let's also see how FDA is going to continue with their investigation. When they are done, when we are done, and then we'll see the way forward.
So according to Marwako, it has been able to officially account for about 53 victims. Now, one of them, Fernandez Kodo, who lives in Kaswa, has also suffered this case of food poisoning. Let's try and understand what his experience has been.
So it was a Saturday, it was a weekend, so I and my friend decided to go and eat out that weekend. So I think around 4 to 5 p.m.
That was when?
Saturday, yeah.
Last week Saturday?
Yeah, that's just past Saturday.
Yes.
So that would be 7th May. Yes, so we decided to go and eat at Marwako, the ANC branch. So we got there, and then he had like a menu he has tried before. So we decided to actually get the same menu. So we ordered for the food. It took like 15 to 20 minutes, and then we ate at the place.
Okay, what food was that?
It was fried rice and grilled chicken, and then coleslaw. Yeah. So and we took water. Exactly. So that was what we ate at the place.
So after eating, like, what did you notice?
Well, no, we're okay. The food was nice, so we just went home. So that was what we actually ate that day, because we had like a busy day from the morning and as well. So we got to the house. Normal day, we have some movies we watch and etc. So it was from Sunday that we started noticing some symptoms. So my friend actually started having some running stomach, etc. So it was from the afternoon, like say 12 p.m. thereabout. That was when like the symptoms actually like multiplied. So I was vomiting and using the washroom like multiple times. Him as well. So it was on Monday we noticed that no, the medicines we got on Sunday wasn't working. So we had to actually go to the hospital and then get diagnosed. Yes. So he did his right. They ran test on him. They ran tests on me as well. Then they found out I had some infections from what I ate on Saturday, sorry, yeah.
Okay, so which facility did you visit and then?
The hospital.
Yes.
It was Ubuju Polyclinic.
And then they told you that you had some
infections, yes.
But tell me, are you a regular visitor at the eatery?
No, that was my first time actually visiting Marwako to eat. I bought maybe drinks, maybe not even like their cocktails, but maybe normal malt, Coke, etc. from them. But to eat there, Saturday was my first time.
So you were suspecting perhaps what you ate there might have been the cause of?
Yeah, because if maybe I had eaten something else during that same time period, I would have been like, okay, maybe it was something else. But Saturday, that was the only thing I ate. And then Sunday morning, it was a Sunday morning, so we were just at home. And then the symptoms started. So we would actually trace the symptoms from what you ate. Currently, it's better than before, because before, if I take in water, like the second I take in water, I have to vomit everything. When I eat, it doesn't stay long in my stomach as well. But currently, it's better. It's better. So when I eat, I just feel some slight pains here and there, but it's better than before. So yeah.
Okay, so tell me, when you got to the eatery to eat, yeah. Roughly how many people were in there?
There were some people outside. I didn't take the total count, but let's say less than 10. Less than 10 people were around.